guys, thank you very much for watching my YouTube videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly click the button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name is DR-KAYGH. Thank you once again. Now there's this virus that is going on all over the world, and we all know that this virus started from China, and I've been blogging about this coronavirus in China for I think 1 month now, and I must say today I'm here to bring you the update of the coronavirus and also the experiences so far in China since this coronavirus broke out. So there are a lot of panic out there, and it seems that we those in China are not scared of even the virus. Rather, those people living outside are scared and they are panic. So I thought it wise to share some of the experiences that we those in China have gotten so far. I believe people could or can learn from these experiences, and they will get out of this fear and panic that is going out there. You know, people from Italy, people from the States, Iran, Japan, a lot of places and a lot of countries so far has recorded cases of the coronavirus. So I thought it wise to share some of these experiences that we have so far in China and why we are not scared of the virus so far. I'm gonna list 5 points, 5 main reasons why you shouldn't be panic, or 5 reasons why you shouldn't fear this coronavirus. Trust me, this coronavirus, it's not a zombie, and there's no way this coronavirus will eat us out. Even though leaders and authorities and the World Health Organization haven't yet come out with a vaccine, but we believe that very soon maybe there will be a vaccine for the virus, and we all together can contain the COVID-19. So what are the experiences so far living in China with this kind of coronavirus? I must say, initially we all were panicked. You know, we those living in China, we were initially panicked because since the outbreak, there was a lot of people, and there was fake rumors, there was noise out there. The media was, making noise about this virus and other stuff. So initially, each and everyone was scared of this virus. I must say, myself, I was really scared initially of this virus. But as time goes on, or as time went on, and when we adhered to the advice of the authorities or the leaders, in fact, we all were calmed down. We were calmed down, and we realized that, hey, after all, it's a virus, and if you follow the measures, I don't think you'll be infected. So initially, I would say we were panicked. We were indeed panicked, and we were all scared that we were going to be infected by this coronavirus, which wasn't so. Because of the fear that was being created by the media house or the media outside there, I think that created more insecurity within us. However, now the virus is still ongoing. The virus is still ongoing, and I think every day there are cases that has been recorded, or they are recording cases each and every day. However, those living in China, or the Chinese citizens living a normal life, the only unfortunate thing is that we are all indoors. You get it? So these are some of the measures that we are keeping in place. But however, my advice or my experiences out there goes to the people of Italy, the Italians and the Iranians and the United States. I think you people should calm down, relax, do not pay much attention to the media, because when you pay much attention to the media, honestly, you're gonna be panicked. there will be an insecurity. You will fear this kind of virus. And I particularly believe that you shouldn't pay much attention to the media. So what are some of the things that I am saying? Because initially I said I'm going to list 5 main things that you should do with this coronavirus, and trust me, you wouldn't panic. You go to do your normal activities and other stuffs. So one is keeping distance from people. Keeping distance from people. You know, the moment they announce that maybe your area has recorded or your country has recorded a cases of the virus, I think the best solution or the best way you could do is to start avoiding people or keeping distance from people. One, you could talk to people, all right, but in a distance, you know, to avoid being infected. And I believe this is some of the things that some of us here in China we did, and today we are still safe and we are in our room. So I think no matter what activities that you have, or no matter what public activity that you got to do, I believe that when you follow the others out there by keeping distance from people, trust me, you are good to go. You are really good to go. There is no way you're gonna be infected when you don't talk to people, when you don't socialize, you know, with people at this particular moment. And I believe that people will understand when people are not getting closer, because most of the people or most of us fear this kind of virus. So why would I even keep that close contact? I don't think it's advisable for us to be keeping close contact at this particular moment. So if you follow this, number one, keep distance from people. Keep distance from people. No matter how good you are, no matter how communicative you are, you have to make sure you keep distance from people. If you do that, you are good to go, you are safe to go. And the second is, make sure you put on your mask. Make sure you grab a copy of the mask, and anytime you're going out, you put it on. Even though the mask is not guaranteed that when you put on the mask you cannot be infected. No, it's not guaranteed. When you put on the mask, you can still be infected with this virus. That's when you still keep close when you keep close with people, you can still get the virus, no matter how the kind of mask you put on. So I think we must also be very careful. You must be very careful about how you keep close to people, because the mask will not help. The mask only prevent us from not like touching our mouth or our eyes with our hands. That's the only thing the mask do. You know, that's the only thing that the mask do. Just prevent us from not touching our mouth, or maybe touching our nose or our eyes with our hands. That's the only thing the mask do. So even the mask doesn't protect us from the virus. So what we do, the best solution is to keep distance from people. Keep distance from people, because the mask itself cannot save you. So if you do this, I believe that people in Italy and people in Iran and people in the States, I believe that if you follow these measures, trust me, you'll be good to go. That's all what we are doing here in China. There isn't any vaccine so far. We've been in China so far for the past 1 month now since the virus broke out. Yet we haven't found ourselves in a dire situation that we So what I'm saying is, guys, the mask will not save you, but however, just put it on so that in case you wanna scratch your mouth, or you wanna scratch your chin and others, whatever, you don't touch your mouth with your hands. That's the only thing the mask do. So make sure always you get your mask on. So I believe that people from Italy and people from Iran and people from United States or all those infected countries, if you follow these measures, trust me, you are good to go. And three, the third point is that it's better you stay home. That's self-quarantined. Since the virus broke out, I only go out maybe to buy stuff that I need. When I run out of stock of maybe foodstuffs or vegetables, I quickly put on my mask, right, and make sure I keep distance from people, and I go to the grocery stores and get some of the groceries and back home. You get it? So I don't go out often because the government has locked down most of the places. Even work, we are not working anymore. We are all indoors. So self-quarantine is number one, trust me. If you quarantine yourself in your home or in your house, there's no way you're gonna be infected. Just stay home. That's the best solution. Stay home. If you have your family, you just stay home with your family. That's the best possible solution, because you don't know who has gotten the virus outside there or who you are going to speak outside there. So the better solution is to stay home. That's self-quarantine. And when you are home too, you don't need to put on the mask. When you are home, it's your home. You don't need to put on the mask. So that's point number 3. Self-quarantined. Quarantine yourself home in your own house. That's the best way to go. The best way to go. And trust me, there's no way you're gonna get this virus. So we those in China, trust me, we are following all these measures and we are good to go. We are safe. You get it? We are safe. We are not scared. We are just following the measures. We are not scared. So I believe that people outside there will take these measures serious and follow these measures. And trust me, don't be panicking. Don't be panicking. Don't fear. After all, it's a virus, and the authorities and the World Health Organizations and the scientific, researchers are doing their possible best to come out with a vaccine that could contain the virus. So while the vaccine hasn't come yet, I believe that the best way to protect yourself is to quarantine yourself. If your company or if your workplace has not been shut down, when you are going to work, just make sure you put on your mask. You get into your car. Then when you go to work too, at your workplace, you keep distance from people. With that, trust me, you are good to go. You can do whatever you want to do during the day. You get it? And so that's point number 3. Self quarantined. And also I'm talking about point number 4, make sure you wash your hands frequently. This is what we do in China. Trust me, believe you me. Each and everyone in China washes his or her hands frequently, as much as possible as you can. Wash your hands as much as possible as you can, because the virus can only get into your mouth or into your eyes through your hands. In fact, when maybe somebody gets infected and you go to touch a surface, the virus remains in the surface. You go to touch the surface and maybe you touch your mouth or you touch your nose or you touch your eyes. That's only when the virus can get inside you. You get it? So we all here in China are always day in, day out, making sure that we wash our hands frequently as much as we can. We do that. We wash our hands as much as we can. So with this, we are good to go. We don't scare of this virus. We are not scared, and this is the reason why those outside there, the outsiders, are rather panicking than we those inside China, because we are just following these simple rules and regulations. You get it? So that's all that I can say. The virus is not a zombie. It cannot eat us up. So you shouldn't be panicking. You shouldn't fear. Just follow these simple measures and you are good to go. You get it? And rule number 5, point number 5, just make sure you follow these simple rules and regulations. Follow these simple rules and regulations and you are good to go, and you'll not be scared, no matter how panic the media or how the media will put it out there. Do not pay much attention to the media. Just pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to yourself. Wash your hands frequently. Put on your mask. When you feel like you want to go out and buy some stuff, you just come quickly to your room and self-quarantine yourself. That's all. Self-quarantine. Because if you are home for now, I am home now. I haven't talked to anybody for the past 1 month now. maybe I could only communicate through mobile phones or through maybe WhatsApp and other stuff. So there's no way I'm gonna get infected with this virus, since this virus is being transmitted through maybe a surface or through somebody who has already been infected. So there's no way I'm gonna get the virus, you know. And you also have to make sure, the other extra point is that you have to make sure you eat good whilst home, whilst you are quarantining yourself. You have to make sure you eat good. You have to make sure you take in vitamin C to boost your immune system, because I believe that you've read a lot about this coronavirus, and most of the common knowledge that is coming out there is that people with strong immune system are easily recovered. You know, you can, even when you get infected, your body will fight itself and you'll be recovered as soon as possible. That's those people with a strong immune system. So if you have a strong immune system, or if you eat good, you exercise, you know, you boost your immune system, I don't think even this virus you can get this kind of virus. Or when even you get infected, trust me, your body will fight itself and you'll be recovered. So I don't see why we all should be panicking, you get it, except people with maybe some disorders, you know, people who already has recorded some disorders and other stuff, and who are already sick, you know, have history of, you know, some health disorders. These people, when they get infected, maybe that one can lead to death. And compare this virus, this COVID-19, to other viruses that has been in existence, I think this is far even less compared to all other viruses. The only fear is that this virus hasn't got a vaccine yet, and I believe that the leaders or the authorities or the researchers are making their possible best to come out with a vaccine for this virus. So I don't see why we should all be panicking about this kind of virus. Don't pay much attention to the media, guys. You'll be safe. Especially my message go out there to the Italians, the Iranians, the United States, UK, you know, you guys, all the citizens, you guys shouldn't be panicking. You just follow the simple rules and regulations. Put on your mask, avoid distance, quarantine yourself. If you have nothing doing outside, just stay home, don't go any places. Quarantine yourself, wash your hands frequently, you get it, and you are good to go. There's nothing to be scared about this virus. And make sure you take vitamin C and other stuff to boost your immune system. When your immune system is strong, trust me, you can survive this virus even when you get infected. I believe that you've read much about it, or you can still read much about it, you get it. So the fear and panic that the media is creating is too much. So guys, especially those who have recorded new cases, Italians, Iranians, and Americans, guys, just calm down, reduce your temper. There's no way you're gonna get infected this virus. Just make sure you wash your hands frequently. Just make sure you put on your mask when you're going outside there. Just make sure you don't even go outside at all. If you have nothing to do, just stay home, and that's all, and you'll be safe, you get it. So the virus, usually those who get infected and they die out of this virus, is those people with a very low immune system. Their immune systems are not strong, so they are not strong to fight this kind of viruses. These are the people usually that maybe lose their life when they get infected. And here in China, most of the people have recovered, even including children. Some of the children who were infected have been recovered, you get it. So the only people that the virus usually, according to sources, the only people that the virus get seriously infected or affect them seriously is people like with old age. We all know that old age, definitely with old age, you know, at that time your immune system is kind of low, so you need some boost and other stuff. And also children, we know that children immune system are not as compared to adult or as we the youth. So definitely guys, we still have life to enjoy. We still have life must go on. We are strong, we can survive this kind of virus. Though don't be panicking outside there, forget about the media outside there. Just follow the simple rules and regulations out there, and you'll be fine, you'll be good to go. So I don't see the need why we should cause fear and panic everywhere, because we are in China. I've been in China for the past so many years. We are in China, And since the virus came, we still have, sometimes we go out to buy our foodstuffs and come back home. You get it? We are just following the simple rules and regulations. The point I want to make here is that here in China, we those here are not even scared compared to those outside there. You guys are scared more than we those in China that the virus broke up here. So why should it be so? You get it? So guys, calm down, relax, and follow the simple rules and regulations that has been laid out. And I gave you 5 main reasons why you shouldn't be scared of this virus. That is 1, self-quarantining. Quarantine yourself. You get it? Self-quarantine in your home. If you have nothing going out there, don't go out. Just stay home and put on your mask when you are going out. When you are home, you can take off your mask and do whatever you wanna do. And also, avoid people. Keep distance. Just keep distance from people. That's all. You are good to go. And point number 4, follow all these simple rules. Follow all these simple rules, guys, and you'll be good to go. So thank you very much, guys. And this is the kind of experiences so far I have got in China, and so far I am safe, I am healthy, I am strong, I am eating good, I am in my home, I'm self-quarantining here, and there's nothing to fear about. The only unfortunate thing is that due to the lockdown, we all are not able to go to work, and that's economically affecting us individually. Even in the global economic world, still this virus thing is affecting the global economic world. So I think we got nothing to lose. We as human beings, we just have to calm down and protect ourselves and protect our families and follow the simple rules and regulations. Thank you very, very much. And the name is Dr. KGH. Kindly hit below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.